So past few days I have been very happy that there was some conversation about the morning devotionals, and it was the issue about against you and you alone have I sinned, Lord. So that is, that was David's confession. Why would he say that against you alone have I sinned in Psalm 51 verse 4? And the answer is that the offense is against God the most, and the amount of offense that it means is way beyond what we can comprehend. So that is we just talked with someone, with a brother after the service on Wednesday, saying, obviously we don't know what we don't know, so we cannot imagine the extent of what God needs to go beyond. And so Psalm 99 verse 2, that speaks a lot about holiness, and it says there, the Lord is great in Zion, and he is high above all the people. So you can take the holiest, the best, the most moral, the cleanest, most godly people, and he is high above them, way out of range. That's where his holiness is. There is no comparison. That means that our sin, the affront against him, and let's just say a few words, but what does that mean, the affront against him? The provocation, like sin is a provocation against him. It's a slighting of God. It is an injury to him. It is an offense against him. It is a slap. It is going against him, it's like saying something disgusting in the face of God. Okay, that's what sin is. And that the point that I'm trying to make is that his forgiveness is reaching over a far greater divide than what we can imagine. And that is why David said that, against you and you alone have I sinned. So his forgiveness is not a light thing because he can do it quickly, because he is ready to forgive, because his forgiveness is complete, and many other beautiful things about it. It is not an easy, not a light, not a little thing. It is not to be slighted in our hearts. Okay, it's a mighty and amazing thing every time it happens. It really ought not be so. And then it does happen every time we come to him for forgiveness, which is, wowie zowie, that's just amazing. That's just like amazing. I mean, what illustration could we use that really is? Okay, so consider a Jewish concentration camp survivor from the Holocaust, and then can that person forgive a Nazi guard? And that is that's a distance that's kind of hard to go. Okay, and I remember reading a story like that. This Christian woman was sharing about forgiveness in front of a crowd, and then in Germany, and afterwards, a man came to him and said, "Thank you so much for sharing that. That is so true. It's so beautiful. It's really the heart of Christ." And then he stretched out his hand and said, "Can you forgive me? I was a concentration camp guard." And that woman who was sharing that, her sister perished in one of those camps. And she said, I just stood there just awestruck, and she didn't know how to deal with the situation, how do you forgive that? Okay, that is a huge distance, right? That you need to go to forgive. That is insignificant compared to how far God needs to go. I'm just trying to emphasize that distance. His forgiveness needs to reach over a far greater divide than what we can imagine. All right, it is greater than the ocean. It is a greater distance than the solar system. It is a greater distance than our galaxy. It is greater than our universe. All right, he needs to bridge such an amazing distance that we cannot imagine. One little white lie that we say is so much further for him than for that woman to forgive to that Nazi guard. Okay, we cannot imagine the distance between those two. The Lord is great in that He's high above all the people. We cannot imagine. So His forgiveness, it is an awesome thing. It is an amazing thing, and may He help our hearts learn some little sliver of it, because it will change our lives. It will change the lives of the people around us. God bless your day.